Okay, here we go, here we go. Making a blonde ale today. I already collected my 6.5 gallons of wort. Now I'm adding 2.5 gallons for a second sparge because I want to make another brew out of this wort. And I'll show you what it is soon. Let me get this mixed up and I'll show you what it is. I'll let this rest for 10 minutes, then we'll collect the runnings. Okay, what I want to make today is something different, something out of the ordinary, something unusual, something that you don't really see every day. I found this recipe on the internet when I first started brewing around 4 years ago, and I thought it was pretty interesting. So I made it, and it turned out pretty good. And the main ingredient for this brew is Mtn.Dew. And I didn't make this up, this is an actual recipe. It's from Brew Your Own magazine. It's from the March-April 2005 edition. Hopefully you can see this. And so I made it, and like I said, I was new at the time, new at brewing, and it kind of turned out like a 7-7 if you ever had that, like a CU7 and a 7-Up. And I was new, I didn't know everything about brewing, I didn't have temperature control, so I wanted to give it a try again. So I made that blonde ale today, I'm making that blonde ale today, and so I'm making extra runnings for this, for making it like a partial. So I had this, add some hops to the wort, and I'll show you how it's done. Here we go. First one, I got 4 2-liter bottles of Mtn.Dew, and everything's sterile on the inside. All I did was like rinse off the outside and wipe it out. Give it a good splash. Make sure you get all the carbonation out. This is a sanitized bucket. Add oxygen will help the yeast. It. Get a sanitized spoon. Get all the carbonation bubbles up as much as you can. Put the lid on, and we'll leave it for later. Okay, 10 minutes are up for the rest. Now collecting the runnings. I already did the boil off, and it's very, very clear. It's very light. I can hardly taste any sugars in it, and I got it coming out real slow. So we'll just wait for this to fill up for the 2.5 gallons, and we'll get it around the stove and start it to boil. Okay, we got the 2.5 gallons collected. Starting to boil, so we'll set the timer for 60 minutes, and at the 45-minute mark we'll add half an ounce of Northern Brewer hops straight to the boil. And we're 45 minutes left in the boil, and we'll add half an ounce of Northern Brewer hops. Now, in my earlier videos, I used to use these T-balls for my hops, and at the beginning they worked out fine, but I ended up making Craig's version of the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale clone with these, and I had an ounce of Pearl and almost 3 ounces of Cascades, and I had absolutely hardly any hop flavor at all, so I blame these, so I don't use these anymore. I just chuck the hops in directly into the boil. And it's been working out fine since then. And the first time I made this, I used a Cooper's yeast. This time I'm going to use the Sapvale US 04 yeast. I think we'll have a better product using this yeast than the Cooper's yeast. So we'll keep this boiling until 15 minutes left, and then we'll add a 1/4 ounce of Cascade. Not Cascade, Northern Brewer. And we have 15 minutes left in the boil, so a 1/4 ounce of Northern Brewer hops and a teaspoon of Irish malts. And 15 minutes left, and then we'll chill it down and head it to the fermenter with the Mountain Dew. Okay, the boil's done. I'm just chilling it down in the sink with some cold water and some ice water bottles. I'm not going to bother dragging out my wort chiller for this little bit of wort. Okay, chill this down, and then we'll add it to the fermenter. Okay, while we're waiting for the wort to cool down, rehydrate the yeast. Put around 85-degree water here, 1 cup. And just drop it in. Cover it up. Should be ready to go in around 15 minutes. Hopefully the wort's cooled better. Okay, we're all cooled down, ready to fill her up. Try to leave the hop sediment behind if I could. Yeah, I got something in there. It smells real lemony. Let's see what the temperature is. Eyeballs out. 75. Now we'll just top this off with some fresh water. It's room temperature. Don't need to be cold. Room temperature in here is like 70 degrees, 72. Stir it up. Okay, I got a sanitized spoon. Give it a stir up. Get it all mixed together. Oh man, you could really smell that Mountain Dew. Let's take a hydrometer reading. It's already sanitized.
according to the recipe, it's supposed to be 1046, and we have, just gotta move it around. Come on. Right at around 1040, so this is what I figured the wort. There wasn't much sugars left in that wort after the second runnings, so I expected that. So, I got another sanitize spoon here. Let's pitch in the yeast. Finish these Brew Day off. Yeast smell fresh. Okay, I'm gonna put this where it's gonna ferment, and I'll put the airlock on. Alright. Here we go. Now, the first time I made this, I had fermentation starting within 20 minutes. So I don't know if that's going to happen this time, but everything worked out. And it should work out for you. This is a fun brew to make. It's cheap. I bet if you use cherry Coke with a stout recipe, that would go real good together. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to y'all later. See you next time.